All right, so as we were saying, summer is coming. You've got things to do, and those things involve having an airplane, and it's likely going to involve having an airplane outside. We're going to go shopping today and look at a few things that's going to make airplane ownership a little bit easier, especially for the folks sitting outside. Now, here's what you have to be successful on today's mission. You have to have a Sam's Club membership, a Costco membership will do. You have to have a drive or a passion to want to own an airplane, want to keep your airplane in top shape. And you've also got to realize that this channel is a little bit weird, a little bit quirky, but we're living life. I'm going to show you what life looks like, especially from my eyes. Now, it might not look the same to you. You may have a bigger budget than I do. But if you do, congratulations. Let us know how you got to where you got to. We would love to share that with you. Now, if you don't, you're just like me, trying to make a living, and we're going to do the best that we can. All right, let's go inside.
I don't need to prove to you that I'm relatable. You've already subscribed to the channel, so something that you've seen in the past has made you stick around to see what this guy is up to. Whether you're a school teacher who's a lifelong educator, someone who's serving in the military, or maybe you're just someone who has nothing else to do but sit around in a chair. Retired people. Yep, I'm talking to you, retired people. You relate to me because, like me, you want to live the best life possible. And here's how we're going to do it. We're going to look at these beautiful things that we have. Some of them are parked in unfortunate circumstances, like outside in the middle of Savannah, Georgia, one of the most beautiful places, and it's sunshiny most of the year, although the humidity is pretty high. Anyways, rant over. You relate to me for very specific reasons. I think it's because I can take something simple and turn it into something elegant. That's what this video is all about. We're going to take a simple thing, like having a Sam's Club membership, and turn it into solutions to the problems that we've been facing in general aviation, especially for those of us who don't have a hangar, maybe it's parked at a grass field that doesn't have power running to your shade port or your tie-down spot. I think you'll get something out of it.
All right, folks, especially folks who've got airplanes parked outside. I'm doing you a solid right now by walking through my local Sam's Club. Yeah, I'm a member. I buy things from here. Oh, look, there's a robot, autonomous little thing. Technology is great. But all right, let's do a quick tour. I'm going to show you some of the things that I think about buying when I'm in Sam's for my airplanes. Here we go, $4.99.
Alright, example number one is this solar generator from EcoFlow. Now, a few weeks ago I posted a video using the Anchor version of this that I bought, and I think that video was a pretty decent success. You can have power onto your shade port or out in the middle of nowhere with one of these, and it comes with a solar panel so you can recharge your life on the go. Then you know how there's never any outlets where you need them to be? This is an extension cord, it's about 50 feet long, $30. This one's actually pretty huge. It's about $100 for a really nice mechanics tool set. Not the kind that you would need if you want to be a full-time AMP, but it's got enough tools to do the basic things that pilots are allowed to do and the other things that you need to use to keep the airplane in tip-top shape like we always talk about. I can just smell the argument coming from people in the comments who are going to say, hey, you should never jumpstart your airplane. But if I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere, I'm absolutely using one of these to get my airplane started with a dead battery. Don't forget to turn your master off, but if you really have to, you can use one of these. And something for the significant others in our life, work gloves. That way you don't come inside and touch the bed sheets with dirty hands. This has saved more relationships than you know, and it's only $10, well, $11.
Let's leave those alone.
And oh, the joys of airplane ownership. You're going to be cleaning more things than you've ever cleaned in your entire life. So get these multi-purpose towels. They're kind of like microfiber cloths, about $17.
Right, if you get a set of these, a pack of these, your AMP is going to love you. These things are great. Cleans up spills really nicely, keeps your hands clean, soaks up oil very, very effectively, super absorbent, and I mean they're relatively cheap for this entire pack. So yeah, get you a set of those. Bucket and lid. Remember the lid.
If you've got an airplane, you've got a lot of stuff. And where do you put all that stuff if you've just got a shade port or an open ear tie down? In one of these big black bins. 20 bucks. This one's seen better days, but it's just great advertising. These are great for storage. And oh yes, a confession. I'm not young anymore and my knees don't work the same way as they used to, so I use these things to kneel down on. And this huge mat, 20 bucks. Alongside these terry towels, these are good for general spill cleanups, 24 bucks. And then if you want to be really great to your significant other, you get some hand soap that you can wash up before you come inside.
Right here. Every pilot needs to own a set of these, right? It's like the khaki colored shorts. It goes really well with all the free giveaways that you got at Sun and Fun, and it look really good with the shirt that you're planning on wearing to Oshkosh. So get something like this, blue for the sky, red if you're trying to be a little bit edgy, but this is the essential starter pack right here. Pants, shorts, Oshkosh, here we go. And then you top it off with this, more khaki, right? It's like a really elegant look. It's from the Gap. Made in Cambodia, not America, but that's okay. That's okay. You get the khaki colored shirt, khaki colored pants. You go monotone. You're gonna look like a pilot. You can pin some of your lapel pins on the side here, the ones that say Bonanza or Piper or Vans. You could stick your stuff on this shirt. It's gonna be awesome. What do we have here? Yes, Belvita Crunchy Breakfast Cookies. Whole grain, 50 grams of whole grains per serving. I don't really know what all that means, but steady energy the whole morning. And you're going to be working on airplanes the whole morning. So steady energy the whole morning, 19 grams whole grain per 50 gram serving. Again, no idea what this means, but this stuff's really good. I like this stuff. I'm getting older, so I really enjoy this stuff. Cinnamon brown sugar. Oh man, I almost missed these. Nature Valley biscuits. Again, almond butter with cinnamon. I love cinnamon stuff. This stuff right here is excellent. Really, really good.
A relatable channel, right? Yeah, we all know wine makes the world go around, so if you force your significant other to watch this video so far, I'm showing off some of the best that Sam's has to offer at about 16 bucks. You can have 12 of these bottles and finish them in one weekend. That way, when you ask your significant other to buy an airplane, the answer will immediately be yes.
You know how you're always wondering how I can afford all these airplanes? Well, I have a Sam's membership so that I can have exactly one all-beef hot dog combo at $1.38. It's a hot dog, it's a combo, so it comes with a drink. I can sit here with some of my favorite friends, the other shoppers at Sam's. I'm gonna have a nice time before going back to work, before leaving work, and going to work on airplanes, spending more of my money on that stuff. So trying to keep it down. There are people in line. Don't want to disturb anyone, but I'm here for my $1.38 hot dog. How do they keep it at $1.38? I have no idea. In this economy?
Alright, I lied. We actually got a pizza instead. Really wanted the hot dog, but the pizza just seemed a little bit more practical for getting back to work on time and not making a mess in my car. Anyways, I really hope you got something out of this video. I know it's not a ton of airplanes, but airplanes aren't the only deal. I want to show you what it's actually like to be an owner or give you inspiration to become an owner. And if you're already an owner, I want you to be better. This channel is about making everything and everyone better. Now stay tuned. I've got a lot more videos coming, including some members only content where I step specifically through how to do things like 3D scanning and use free tools or cheap tools like are provided by EAA to do replication on some of those 3D scans and make things for your own small airplane. Maybe mostly experimental, but even some certified stuff. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Take care of each other. Again, watch behind the ears. You didn't do that last time. And tune in next time.